All right, so we're one day out from actually moving from the Gold Coast to the country. And I thought now would be the perfect time to pick up the story because we had such a wild process in getting to here. We never thought it'd actually happen, but we've sold our house and it's time to move tomorrow. So we've been on a huge process from trying to find a property that will accept our offer because we had subject to sale as a condition. So we had to sell this house first before obviously being able to buy another house. And that was a mission in itself. We had like 10 inspections that we went and had a look at. We had multiple offers fall through. We found the property that we've ultimately ended up buying, and we had to get our offer accepted on that first, and then we had to put our property online and go through the whole process of trying to find a buyer with a time crunch. And yeah, it's been quite stressful. There's a number of reasons why we're doing this. One being the cost of living has just been crazy. Here on the Gold Coast, we've been working multiple jobs, just working our butts off, but don't seem to be getting anywhere. And having no time, it just didn't make sense to us to just keep going on and on and on, still not having time to kind of enjoy our family. And so we decided to do a tree change, moving from the Gold Coast out in the country on 2 acres, and really want a homestead. We want to be growing our own food, trying to be as self-sustainable as possible. So we have no idea what we're doing, but we're going to learn along the way. And this is the first episode of us going to the property. Tomorrow we're packing, we've got the removalists coming. So we're really excited to get there and start our new life. Truck's here, it's moving day. Bunch of stuff. So the removalists have gone. Now we just have to wait till settlement. So it's 12 o'clock now. We have like a late settlement until it happens at 3 p.m. So we've got to settle on this first, and then it needs to settle on the property. So the removalists have gone. They're going to come back to the property tomorrow. And then in the meantime, we've got to chill out till 3. They said normally it might be delayed by half hour, whatever. And then once it's all settled, we pick the keys up to the property this afternoon, and we're going to essentially camp out. We've got some mattresses and some beds to sleep in. Tomorrow we move in properly. We did it. We're here. What a mission. Right now it's like 4 days since we moved. We had the settlement day and that was just chaos. We had to wait to get the keys and it wasn't until about 4 p.m. and then we had to come out here. Nearly like it's kind of getting dark by the time we had to move all the essentials in so we could sleep here. The guy that sold the place, he left it in just a complete mess. It was inside the house. It was so dirty. It was quite disgusting. So for the first 2 or 3, 4, even now, we've just been cleaning really. The kitchen's just disgusting. It's just been mayhem. I hadn't had a chance to even thought about bringing out a camera and documenting anything because it was crazy. And then the next day was a removalist day, so they actually had to park down at the street and we had to hire a ute to then do trips back and forth up our driveway because they weren't sure they could get the truck up the driveway. So they spent all day here getting all our stuff in, with me helping them. I haven't had really a time to stop. I've been sick in the middle of that, which hasn't been nice, but I couldn't help myself. I jumped on the ride on and I've gone a bit nuts. Yeah, again, he didn't leave the place very well maintained. So there's heaps of clearing, heaps more to do. But we're here. There's the house. Everything's a complete mess at the moment. So let's just do a really quick walk around. We'll do an in-depth kind of tour next video, but let's show you around. So we're standing in the front paddock. I think it's over an acre here. We've got some, whatever you want to call them, maybe the old pig shed kind of thing, stables. We've got a shipping container, which we haven't opened yet. We're actually being patient and going to wait till the reveal. But big driveway, it's lined with the trees, which comes up to the house. It's actually a tri-story house. And then we've got a bit of a mini orchard here, which there's a bunch of fruit trees in already, and we're going to add extensively. Driveway goes around into the carport. And then you can see this is going to be my first project, I think, which is the veggie garden. Really excited to rip in and start gardening, growing our own food. But as you can see, he's very let go. So I'm going to go in and rip out all the weeds and get in with the whippersnipper, the brush cutter, and get it all back. And I'm going to try no dig. There's already multiple garden beds in there, believe it or not. But I'm going to go in and line it with cardboard, put compost on it, and then grow into it. You can see here just wild tomatoes growing. It's cool. There's pumpkins down there, spiky cucumbers. We've got our chicken coop, which we've got to freshen up a lot. It's been let go, but you can see there used to be fenced off here and they could roam. It goes quite a fair bit back into that overgrown fence line, and then comes into the backyard. That's the shed, entertaining area, another entertaining area up here, another shed, and then it goes quite a fair bit back here. The kids were playing around, they made a fairy garden. You can see all this stuff in here. And then the guy that sold the house, he left this weird painting, so the kids have put it in here. But yeah, you can see the property goes all the way back. See the big banana trees, got bananas on them, and I've already gone in and cleared quite a lot in here. You can see it's much shorter. All in here was just like that. There's a lot of tin there I've got to move and get rid of, and then get rid of all of this. You can see it goes all the way into the trees here, and we're going to clear all this, not remove the big trees, but all the shrubs and underlying stuff. Look at that, bananas. And then the property goes quite a fair bit back into the forest there, or into the trees. We clear all the low-lying stuff. And yeah, but we'll do a much more extensive tour. We'll go into the house once there's not boxes and stuff everywhere. But how good's this view?